Coby White's long-awaited return to the court for the Chicago Bulls marked not only the return of a player to his best form, but also a symbolic moment for the franchise, which is looking to regain momentum after a period of turbulence. Like and subscribe to the channel to follow all the behind-the-scenes action of the NBA with us. White, who had been recovering from a calf injury and missed the first games of the season, finally made his debut in style, in an intense duel that challenged the team's plans and raised expectations surrounding the roster. White's preparation for his return was shrouded in mystery and caution. The calf injury, which sidelined him from pre-season and a good portion of the initial campaign, required meticulous rehabilitation work from the player and coaching staff, muscle strengthening, adapting to the rhythm, and protection to prevent relapses. According to sources connected to the team, the expected return date was adjusted several times until there was certainty for both the athlete and the coaching staff. The Bulls coaching staff assessed that, despite the desire to return quickly, the player's physical condition had to be impeccable to avoid a negative impact on the team. This shows a change in the franchise's approach, which at other times might have opted for a faster and riskier return. White, for his part, admitted that he really wanted to get back on the court, but that he preferred to be in real competitive condition, rather than returning solely due to scheduling conflicts or external pressure. On the day of his return, White showed renewed vigor. He scored 27 points and dished out 8 assists, demonstrating that he hadn't lost his form during his time away. Furthermore, he converted 14 of 14 free throws, signaling that, when free from physical limitations, he maintains the composure and precision that made him an important player for the Bulls. His performance came even though he wasn't a starter, and in a game that went to 2 overtimes, further increasing the physical strain and challenge. White's performance highlighted that his impact goes beyond statistics. He returned to lead with confidence, helping the team maintain competitiveness even during adverse moments. Of course, the victory didn't come, but the signal was given. The Bulls have their point guard back, and that alters the offensive dynamic and also the team's morale. White's return coincides with the Bulls' rebuilding journey. The team had been trying to find stability and consistency after seasons marked by highs and lows, with roster and coaching changes. Within this context, having a player like White available to play represents progress, not only because he is skilled, but because he understands the system, knows his teammates, and inspires confidence. The coaching staff hopes that, now with him available, the team can explore more transition plays, offensive acceleration, and creativity. White, in turn, mentioned that the group feels more in sync, that every practice counts, and that victories are beginning to be linked to collective performance and not just an isolated start. Furthermore, White's physical condition upon his return reinforces how the Bulls are treating the medical and performance aspects with greater caution. His calmness in waiting for the right moment, his excitement about returning, and his commitment on the court show that the athlete is prepared both mentally and physically. This type of approach tends to yield greater long-term returns, avoiding relapses, protecting his career, and maintaining consistency. For fans, seeing White back on the court represents hope, renewed expectation, and above all, a reason to believe the team can improve. The season is still long, and each game takes on greater importance with him available. Naturally, White's return doesn't eliminate the Bulls' immediate challenges. there are still gaps to be filled on the bench, in defensive consistency, in finishing crucial moments. But now, with White back, the roster has a piece that can raise the level in close games, create cracks in opponents, and give more offensive freedom to teammates like Nikola Vujovic or DeMar DeRozan to dedicate themselves to creating opportunities. His presence also brings a psychological element. Opponents know that the 25-year-old, after a significant contract and evolution in recent months, is back, and this can alter focus, defense, and the dynamism of the matchups. For White personally, this moment also represents a turning point. He's in the final season of his contract before becoming an unrestricted free agent, which adds an extra dose of urgency to his performance. Knowing that every game now counts not only for the team, but for his professional future, adds motivation and pressure. He has shown that he is willing to face this phase with intensity, focus, and overcoming the inertia of time off the court. The expectation is that, now that he has regained his form, he can increase his scoring average, be more consistent, and contribute not only with isolated bursts of brilliance, but with a constant presence. Finally, White's return could act as a catalyst for the Bulls' season. Fans, once again, have a real reason to dream of a playoff spot, with games becoming more dramatic and a team that seems determined to improve. If White can maintain his fitness, perform his role as a playmaker and scorer, and if the team can adjust defensively and on the bench, the Bulls could become a surprise. It remains to be seen how he performs in the coming weeks, what his playing time will be, and how the coaching staff will shape the system with his presence. The schedule defines opportunities and risks, but now with White available, the horizon looks more promising. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any plays, analysis, or updates about the Bulls and the NBA.